Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Tamnia here. Today we're going to read an awesome creative book that you will join me, and after that we're going to do something really cool. So come along and join me. My book today is called Matthew's Dream by Leo Lionel. That's the author. A couple of mice lived in a dusty attic with their only child. His name was Matthew. In one corner of the attic, draped with cobwebs, were piles of newspapers, books, and magazines, and old broken lamps, and the sad remaining of a doll. That was Matthew's corner. See Matthew? And here are his parents. The mice were very poor, but they had high hopes for Matthew. He would grow up to be a doctor, perhaps. Then he would have Parmesan cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But when they asked Matthew what he wants to be, he said, "I don't know. I want to see the world." One day, Matthew and his classmates went and took a trip to the museum. It was his first time to the museum. They were amazed at what they saw. There was a huge portrait of a King Mouse IV, dressed like a general, and next to it was a picture of cheese that made Matthew drool. There were winged mice floating through the air, and a mice with a horn and a bushy tail, a mountain of rushing streams and branches blowing in the wind. The world is all there through Matthew. Expediently, Matthew wandered around from room to room, gazing at the paintings. There was that he didn't understand at first. One looked like the crusted pastry, but when he looked more carefully, a mouse emerged from this portrait. As they walked playfully, patches of color shifted under their feet, and all around the sun, the moon, moving gently to the sound of the distance of the music. Matthew had never seen so happy. He embraced Nicoletta. "Let's stay here forever," he whispered to her. Matthew woke with a start. He was alone. Nicolette had faded with his dreams. The gray druidry of his attic corner appeared to him all within a blink of mystery. Tears came coming down his eyes. But then, as if by magic, what Matthew saw began to change. The shapes hugged each other, and the pale colors of the messy junk heaped brightness. Even the crumpled newspaper now looked soft and smooth, and from afar Matthew thought he heard some notes of a familiar music. Wonder what's going on. He ran to his parents' corner. I know, he said. I know. I want to be a painter." Guess he has decided. Matthew became a painter. He worked hard and painted large canvases filled with the shapes and colors of joy. Look how beautiful these paintings are. Then he married Nicoletta. In time, he became famous, and mice all over the world came to see and buy his paintings. His large paintings now hung up in the museum. When he asked about the title, Matthew smiled. "The title," he said, as if he had never thought about it before. "My Dream." So he titled his beautiful painting, "My Dream." The end. So that's why it was called Matthew's Dream. He had a dream, and anyone can dream what they want. So are you coming along with me today to do a beautiful art piece? We're going to draw Matthew. All you need is a marker and just a white piece of paper. Come along. Here I go. Okay? So here you go, boys and girls. The first thing that you need to do is just draw a little circle. There you go. That's that's number 1. After you draw the little circle, you just draw a straight line, straight. There you go. After that, you go back to your circle and you draw another straight line, but coming down, just like that. Alrighty? And at the bottom of your line, you're going to draw a U. Just like that. Do you see my U? And then you're gonna go up to the top line, but this one will be an upside U, but a larger U, just like this. You got that? Alrighty. Then you come down to the bottom U. You just move your marker just a bit and then draw another U, just like that. So you have 2 U's at the bottom and 1 upside U. And then after you do that, this is the cool part. You go back to the big upside U and you're gonna do a backward C, just like that. Do you see that? How it's coming along? I'm starting to see the body of Matthew. And then you take this U and connect it to the other U, just like that. And then you make one little bump right here next to that U and another bump right over here, just like that. And then what does Matthew need to see? He needs an eye. So you're going to draw a circle and then color it right in, just like that. And then Matthew at the end was happy. So he needs a beautiful smile. And then we're going to go back to that big ear and make a small ear because he had 2 ears. Do you see? I wonder what's missing. I think it's his tail. And there you have it, boys and girls. That's a portrait of Matthew. So I hope you enjoyed our story today of Matthew's dream and today's art lesson. And I hope you join me next time. See you.